Taking a break from repairs today is to show you the new battery charger I received from Xtar. This is a USB Type-C input battery charger for nickel metal hydride and 1.5 volt lithium ion AA and AAA cells. In the box, we have a battery charger. Comes with two AA. I'm assuming these are nickel metal hydride, and they are NiMh nickel metal hydride battery, and these ones are 2200 milliamps. It comes with two of those in the box, and here is the charger. Comes with a standard Type-C. Interesting, it's red. Type-C charging cable and a USB adapter. The adapter is a Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0, has 5, 9, and 12 volt output capabilities. 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, and 12 volts at 1.5 amp. We'll use that to power the charger. So we'll plug it in. Plug in the Type-C connector and install two batteries. The charger will charge up to 8 AA or AAA size nickel metal hydride or 1.5 volt lithium cells. Very simple operation. When the light turns green, the cell is fully charged. When it's red, it's charging. Current is limited to 0.5 amp charging, and the Type-C input will accept either 5 volts at 2 amps or 9 volts at 2 amps. So even though the quick QC3 charger can output 12 volts, the BC8 limits the input to 9 volts. And that's basically it. It's a battery charger, but wait, there's more. We're going to take this one apart and see what the inside looks like. Two circuit boards, one for each set of terminals. And here's our charge circuitry and current limiting and battery protection. So it looks like they're using the oldest trick in the book. So you can see there's no numbers on any of these ICs. The numbers have been removed. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book to stop other people from copying their design. They sand off or use a solvent to remove the numbering, which generally means that these are not custom ICs. They are generic off-the-shelf components that they're using. And because of that, they don't want other companies or other people stealing their design. What even about the micro here? Oh, this is probably just where the firmware is. I would think this is probably just a memory chip of some type. Anyway, that's the inner workings. To say there's not a whole lot to show you on this thing. I just wanted to take it apart and show you guys the inside of it. Show you guys how it's built. I'll put a link in the description to this little battery charger if it's something that might interest you. Before putting the unit together, I figured we would take a look at the charge voltage and the charge current to the cells. I have my Fluke meter set up to measure the voltage that's going to go to the cell, and I have this little current meter, the Kaiweets, set up to measure milliamps. So the way it's connected is the negative terminal from the charge for the battery is going into the ammeter on the positive lead Doesn't matter, but I've got it on the positive lead. Negative lead comes out, and the negative lead is going to be connected obviously to the negative terminal of the battery. The positive charge terminal is going to my jumper, which is also connected to my fluke to measure voltage. So if I connect my battery across here, the light should turn red. Well, if I don't lose my test clip, the light should turn red on here to indicate it's charging, and we will get the charge voltage and the charge current to the cell. So there we go. And it might help if I keep the probe on the meter here. We're charging at 1.345 volts at 120 milliamps. That is what it is charging this nickel metal hydride battery at. I know it says negative 120 just because I've got the probes reversed going through the meter, but it doesn't matter, it's measuring the same. That 11.3 you see on there, that's the temperature it is in the shop. That's why the heat's going, because it's cooled down a bit. So that's charging a nickel metal hydride battery, 1.347 volts at 121 milliamps. Next we'll get the lithium cell, and when we charge up the lithium cell, we'll see that the charge voltage is 4.12 volts, and it's charging at just under 300 milliamps to recharge a lithium cell. Constant charge current, constant charge voltage. So that's the technical side of things, and that's what these batteries should be charged at. We'll just remove power from the, oh, you know what I didn't check? What is the draw? I've got this being, I've got it plugged into my little USB power supply, which happens to have a power meter on it. So how much current is this one going to draw while it's charging? Let's go back and charge up the nickel metal hydride battery again. We'll see how much current, and I'm feeding it 5.2 volts. How much current is it going to draw? How many amps? Am I measuring the correct one? This has got two outputs on it. Oh, there we go. So 340 milliamps is what is being drawn by the charger when I'm charging a single nickel metal hydride battery. And it's now charging it at 497 milliamps, so almost half an amp, 1.39 volts, and we're drawing 340 milliamps at 5.2 volts on the input, as you can see on the little display on my power adapter. 496 milliamps. We'll go over to that lithium cell again and charge the lithium cell. Lithium is charging at 294 milliamps at 4.1 volts, and we're drawing 300 milliamps from the source. Okay, that I think about sums it up. Let's throw this back together. Should be noted that the wall adapter was shipped separately. This is the 18 watt adapter. This was shipped separately. So I don't know whether the adapter comes with standard equipment with the charger or whether the adapter is an additional purchase. Like so many things these days, like cell phones for example, they're not shipping with adapters anymore. You have to buy the adapter separate, and that seems to be the growing trend is everything these days is being sold without an adapter. The thought to that is that everybody's got, you know, boxes full of adapters from all the cell phones that they've had over the years. That's the thought, and to reduce waste, the manufacturers have started making the adapters optional. I've got a bunch of these that I've reviewed, and one of the reasons that I take on these reviews, I know people say, why do you do these reviews? Well, because I need an adapter. So if a company's going to send me an adapter to review, I'm going to be using it. And that's what I use these adapters for, because I'm always needing USB power supplies. I don't really want to have to go out and buy them. Used to be, as to say, a time where you had one every time you got a new cell phone or something, any device, it came with an adapter. But today, everything comes without adapters, and you need to buy them. So I get them where I can, like this one. This will be, I'm sure this will be used on something other than this charger. Anyway, link is in the description. Thanks for watching.